Okay.
We're recording. Hi, Lindsay, Professor McCulloch. Good to see you today. My name is Steve Berry. I help run the Radcliffe Entrepreneur Scholarship, and you are one of our mentors, and you're an awesome mentor, and we appreciate that. This is an opportunity for the students to get to know you a little bit. And as I've said all along, is our mentoring program is the heart and soul of the Radcliffe Scholarship, the Entrepreneur Scholarship, because it's you, your experience, and what you bring to our students that helps them be successful. So we thank you for that. So I want to start out by just saying, have you introduce yourself and tell us about your role at Anne Arundel Community College.
Okay, great. Well, I'm thrilled to be talking to you right now. And I love being a mentor for Radcliffe. And as you mentioned, my name is Lindsay McCulloch, and I'm an associate professor here at Anne Arundel Community College, and I teach a wide range of visual arts classes. So I teach foundational classes like two-dimensional design and color, drawing, and then some more advanced classes like screen printing and painting and abstraction. And then I've been a mentor through Radcliffe for several years now as well.
Well, we're glad you are, and your students are glad you are too. Our students are glad you are. So, you know, all of our mentors own businesses. So tell us about your business ownership experience.
Sure. Well, I am also a practicing artist. So I'm a visual artist, and I have my own studio practice that I maintain in addition to teaching at the college. So I create my own artwork. I market my own artwork. I'm my own PR person. I exhibit my artwork and I sell my artwork. So a lot of different hats related to business that I wear with regards to my art practice. And then I also recently started a non-for-profit called New Link Art, and it's basically a platform to promote innovative contemporary artists through artist spotlights and interviews and curatorial work. So that's another side business that I've been working on over the past few months.
Well, that sounds exciting. So where's your studio?
My studio's in my home. I've had studios away from home, but given my lifestyle right now, I also have 2 young children at home, so it makes a lot more sense for me to have my studio in my house.
Okay. Now, you mentioned you do a lot of different aspects of, you know, for your business. Now, and you're an artist, but could anybody, does it matter what business they have for them to benefit from your experience?
I hope so. I mean, one of the things that I realized through working with the Radcliffe, the students and the faculty, is how much the business mindset is akin to the artistic mindset, and that you have to be a creative problem solver, and you often have to think outside the box, and you have to be flexible. And I think those are the best characteristics that an artist can have. And the more I work with my mentees, the more I feel like those are the most important things for them to have as well, that willingness to try new things, and if one way doesn't work, to not get hung up on that, but to try another avenue around things.
Okay, good. So you've alluded to it a little bit, but why are you a mentor?
Oh, I really enjoy it. The students are amazing, and I feel like I learn a lot from them too, just their journey and their interests. So exciting to me, and I've kept in touch with so many of my former mentees via social media or email, or, you know, we text each other on the phone, but I love watching where they're, you know, from the initial seed of the idea through to kind of the finished product where they end up. And some mentees come in and out, and they've already got their business and it's already flourishing, and they're just here for extra support. And some are, you know, really trying to find their way. And I enjoy both parts of that process, trying to help someone figure out where they're trying to go, or help someone improve and go further with what they already have happening in their business.
It's a never-ending game, and it just doesn't stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So think about your students, and I know what thing I wanted to follow up on. You said that you still keep in touch with them, and I think that's an important thing for people to know, is that just because you might be their mentor for a semester or a year, that relationship does not end. it
I
continues.
mean, hopefully not. Yeah.
It continues on, and that's what really networking is all about, and that's what we're trying to teach our students is these relationships that they're building both with their mentor and their fellow students aren't just for a semester or a year or whatever that time frame is, that they're ongoing and they will benefit and benefit others through those relationships. So I'm glad you said that. So think about your students and what is it you want them to get out of their experience of being your mentee?
That's a great question. And I think, you know, aside from those qualities I already mentioned, I think that sort of creative problem solving and all that stuff that I think is so important through the process. I also really believe in a holistic sort of approach to owning a business, because, you know, you are your business, you're the face of your business. And when you own your own business, it's not like you clock out at 5 o'clock and you're done for the day, or you take your weekend off. You're constantly thinking about what's happening and how to improve. And some of us are constantly working. So I think sometimes for some of us, it gets hard to remember that we have to take time for ourselves and take time to make sure that we feel like a whole person, that we're not so focused on the business. So that's one thing that I really like to try to encourage with my students, that I think you make better progress when you're clearer and fresher. And the way to do that is to really take care of yourself, your academics, your personal life, as well as your business.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. So, you know, before you started your business, I'm sure somebody gave you advice about what to do. What's some advice that you received that you wish you had listened to?
So when I read that question in your email, I laughed out loud because for sure, the advice I wish I'd followed, which none of these students will have trouble with, is I wish I'd taken business classes before I started my business, which I did not do. And so I probably made every mistake along the way. I still make mistakes. It's easy to do. I often tell my students, you know, your time, your life is a pie. And when you take a piece out of the pie over here, you know, you have to compensate somewhere else, right? So there's all these best practice things I wish I had more time to do and I wish I was better about. But definitely the number one thing is taking a business class before I started instead of figuring it all out after the fact.
Boy, I ought to pay you for that answer, right?
Yeah, and I'm not even getting paid for it. There you go. So.
and so, you know, you can take business classes at the community college. They're free.
Yes, yeah, I'm well aware. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So the last question is what else do you want to say? What else do you want the students to know about you, not only as a business person, as a human being, just for who's Lindsay McCulloch?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one. Gosh, what do I want them to know? That's a great one to stump me on. Well, I guess especially now, I think it's such a challenging time for all of us, right? But especially for small businesses. I think I just want people to know that you have support. So, you know, you have our college, you have the Ratcliffe program, you have ESI, you have your professors and other subject matters. The college is such an amazing resource. And then you have your cohorts, like the people that are going through Radcliffe with you and going through your other classes with you. So I think now is a really important time for people to reach out to others when they need something or they need help. And, you know, business owners need support and we need all sorts of support. We need clients and we need money, but we also need just some emotional support because it's a tough road sometimes. And that doesn't mean it's not an amazing road, but I think that's what I want people to know is that you have this amazing support network here. And I think it's very valuable and you should tap into it.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. I know you've got a lot going on. So we'll sign off and you take care.
Okay, thank you. You too. It's great talking to you.
Great talking to you.